Hello, I'm Abyax Toycat, and today I'm going to be trying to get a full set of resin-trimmed armor on a brand new world as fast as I can. Oh, and did I mention, I'm going to be doing it on hardcore. Oh, by the way, there is also the brand new event happening on Monday. You will get the cape on that. I want to make that announcement as loud and clear as possible because I will be streaming that on Monday, but today, and the goal is to get full resin armor. This is a brand new world I'm loading up right now on a random seed. I will not know where anything is, and I want to prove to anyone who's playing, especially if you're playing PC, how quickly you can find resin if you don't mind world size, and if you're playing on PC where you can maybe boost your render distance. Because, again, a lot of people, you know, the instinct, fairly reasonable instinct too, look, here's me, a fairly reasonable instinct is to look and be like, man, it's just so hard to find this biome. And that is sort of true, but if you get lucky with your seed, or just like me, you're willing to use just a little bit of render distance enhancement, it might lower your frame rate a little bit when you turn it on, but it will give you extreme results, and you might just find an entire Pale Garden from spawn. So today I'm going to be looking for armor. The easiest armor to get is usually iron, by just mining a mountain somewhere. I'm going to be getting some armor. Then I'm going to be going to a Pale Garden and getting enough resin to trim, and then I have to find some trim. So those are my three main things, and our timer didn't start. So those are the three main things that we're doing today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, hello everyone, how's it going? Well, obviously people care about mustard more than anything else. Good to see you, Dan Marsh. I have no idea what that relates to, but I'm glad to see you in the stream regardless. So, yeah, the fun thing about what we're doing here is what we, actually, you know, it might make the most sense, given that the timer hasn't started, just to reload it. You know, okay, welcome to the stream. You get to see a fun little blooper live here, chat. We're just gonna restart, pretend none of that happened. Hello, I'm Abyax Toycat. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my hands on something very wonderful, all resin-trimmed armor as quickly as possible. How long will it take? Genuinely not sure. I think that's some of the fun that I'm looking forward to. So resin, there we go, we got it. My render distance is turned up to 80-something chunks, and I believe that that should give me pretty good odds of getting this done. Random seed, hardcore difficulty, let's go. Hello, how's it going? Merry Streammas, everybody. I am now inside my Minecraft world, and I think I want to get a nice high viewpoint as quickly as possible. I also have to consider, if I'm trying to get full resin armor, I need to have armor, so any armor that I can get from cows, ooh, my speakers are very loud, any armor I can get from cows is going to be armor I don't have to get myself. Pro tip, by the way, I try not to kill cows with my fist. I got a little carried away there, but try to kill cows using a pickaxe or like any form of tool if you can. It'll go much better. I'm loving the new white wood. I'm using it to finish my new giant library / museum on my long-term world. Hey, awesome, Mr. Lowe. Post a picture of it on the Abyax Toycat subreddit. I love that we have a little community where, like, everyone just knows, like, that's where the things get posted. And I love seeing your stuff in there. So if you would like a place to post it, that's what you should do. Get lots of people staring at your builds right in the face. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and kill another cow, and then I'm going to probably mine some stone, I guess, and then just get enough to make a stone axe, and then get rid of this thing, and then we're gonna go find the first structure that looks like it might have trims. So the easiest way to get a trim is usually, you know, in a normal circumstance, the easiest trim you can get is the one from a shipwreck. But shipwrecks aren't necessarily everywhere all of the time. So we'll see what we do end up with. Do you know how to fix it? My cursor doesn't lock to Minecraft. Oh, yeah, same problem. Yeah, Fluffy Ferret. No, I have the exact same problem. It's terrible. I don't know what the fix is. Actually, let me see. Oh, no, it's fixed now. It wasn't working before. It's working great for me now. Good news, it's fixed. Okay, so, I don't know why it's not fixed for you, but I had the worst problem until 121.50. So it either got fixed or my PC stopped having the issues. I can't tell you who was responsible for the fix. I can just say I'm so happy they did fix it. So, yeah, now we're going to kill one of these, and I think maybe just head that way. I want to go to the top of a mountain, because that's where you find the best viewpoints. Because as you can see, there's absolutely no sign of anything pale from where we're standing. But if we head towards a forest, that gives us... Oh, actually, there's a village. Straight to the village, I think. I think that has to be the first place to go. And we'll work out the rest while we go. So, hi, Toycat. Easy question. Have you ever played or plan to play Half-Life 2? It says, and trees. Oh, yeah, all the way through. I got the orange box when I was a teenager. I can't believe the value of the orange box. It's one of those deals in gaming. Like, Portal is perhaps my favorite game of all time, and it's just a bonus game they throw on with the Half-Life Episode 2, Half-Life Episode 1. I never got to play Team Fortress, though. It's kind of funny, like, I feel like that's probably the most iconic long-lived part of the orange box, but I've never played any Team Fortress 2. It doesn't look very fun to me. I know that's a crazy thing to say, but just, like, I look at it and I'm like, well, it looks like a game for someone else to enjoy. Which is it's weird. I feel like an inherent shame in saying something like that. Like, yes, there is a video game that I am not going to try. If I had an infinite amount of time, it'd be fun to. But that's currently not my situation. I've seen The Bazaar recently, and I'm just like, I need to find some time just to play video games in my life. The problem is you also have to find time to do all the other things you enjoy in life. I think this might be the year of video games. You know, hit my 30s running with just a whole ton of video game time. Might be the most fun thing I can do. I want to get that coal chat, but it's just slightly eluding me, so we'll just use 2 blocks to get slightly closer. And we're going to mine some of it because I just bet that there's going to be some coal required somewhere in my life. And having some of that will be better than not. Ooh, the orange box was a great combination of games, says Cube One. Yeah, I can't get over what great value it was, but also then how good the games were. I never completed Half-Life Episode 1 or 2, though. I know that's craziness, but I played the first one. I was just like, this isn't as fun. I guess there's a reason they didn't release the third one, right? But it just didn't hit the same way that I was hoping it to. So I've got a full set of armor now, chat. That's the good news. I can get some leggings real easy. But we're gonna use the golem to get myself a smithing table. Then once we've done that, we've done all the conceivably important steps. So stand here. I think this render distance is very bad for me, by the way. We should definitely, like, find a more stable one to enjoy. So, Gat, what's your favorite VR game? I like Beat Saber. I'm playing a weird off-brand version of it, but the game I actually played the most was Gran Turismo, just because it's a normal game that you play in VR versus, like, having to do all of that. As much as I like the workout, I have to concede sometimes there is such a thing as working out too much. I'm going to put all of this armor on, just in case it helps me out, by the way. And then we're going to maybe, just maybe, make ourselves a furnace soon, because we're running out of food. Yeah, let's make a furnace right now, and just cook a single... Should I make a shield too? No, let's make a single... Do I not have enough for a furnace? I do not. That's embarrassing to realize. I thought I chopped so much, but I didn't. I'm going to grab the much better axe than my current one. Grab a sword of Bane of Arthropods. Oh yeah, that's a joy. And then get 2 more pieces of iron and a piece of flint in case it's valuable. I could actually use the flint and some of the steel to make a flint and a steel. And then that will allow me to get some real food moving while I wait for the fake food to be cooked. So I'm nowhere near a pale garden right now, chat. But how quickly can I find one? Let's find out. So I forgot which one of those semi-official portal mods has the 3rd portal where you travel in time. Oh, that's cool as an idea. I bet it sucks. Like, it doesn't sound like it's actually valuable gameplay mechanics, but it sounds so cool, Dan. I love the idea. Yeah, there's always like a game that I'm like, I want to find some time to jump into that, but you kind of also appreciate, like, you know, you don't have time. I think I should just make some time to play the Bazaar, because, you know, I can't be the only one who's like this. Maybe I am, but I feel guilty for not playing some games long enough. Like, I've got a RuneScape membership running. I feel like, man, I should just hop on and play some quests. I feel like there's gonna be, like, some real guilt in my personality somewhere. Because I feel like the only way I get myself to do basically anything is, like, guilt-tripping myself. And, it's also, it's like, there's, like, leisure activities where I'm like, I haven't done this in a while, I feel bad. Like, you know, are you ever... I genuinely don't know, chat. This is a silly question, and maybe you can mock me if I'm thinking this way. But, like, you know when you haven't seen someone for, like, a few months? You know, like, you've forgotten to speak to them. There was a friend that I only realized, really long friend from school. I realized I hadn't spoken to her for a year. Yesterday night. Like, am I meant to message her and be like, oh, it's been so long, this is cool. It's like rediscovering someone. Or does everyone in that situation feel terrible guilt? Like, man, I cannot believe we dropped the ball on this one. I don't know. Also, Mojang should have called it the Lame Garden. I like the Pale Garden. I think it's great, personally. Okay, so 5 obsidian, some leggings. That's now a full set, I think. Yeah, we got a full set of armor sorted. So all we have to do now is go and actually get that resin and get the actual trims. Easy steps, really. There's no struggles. I'm gonna die, chat. There's no struggles that I can imagine coming out of that. Is he gonna come up here? He is gonna come up here. Oh, I don't know why I didn't see that coming. So I'm just gonna make myself some planks, and then I'm gonna find a little spot on the ground. I have a flint and steel, so I don't need this, but it might be handy anyway. Where is he? Okay, so I think if I stack up here, he can't get me. Oh! I was wrong about that. I should have seen it come in, chat. This is the crazy thing about iron golems. They leap higher than they can. Having a jump makes them so much more dangerous in a way that is pretty funny. Wasn't there a helmet in that chest? Letting guilt take over because it builds up. It's great to break the ice when you think of them. Totally guilty for not watching all of my movies my generation has seen. But should you feel guilty for that? Is my question, my basic one, you know? Like, is guilt meant to be your driving emotion? Or is it not? I'm going to turn it down to like 69 chunks. And then we're going to try one more time. With yeah, I've got to say, it's always the golems that get me because I react too worryingly. Okay, let's do this again. I'm gonna get it good. Okay, so immediately, first thing we're going to do. That jump scared me. Okay, so we have to turn off the timer, restart the time before we do any moving because it's when the first movement hack goes. How fast can we find a resin piece of armor of every single type? We have to use a smithing stand. We have to trim it all, and that means we're gonna have to find some. That means we have to find some trims, 4 of them to be precise. We have to find resin, so we have to find a whole pale garden, and we have to find all the pieces of armor. There's a lot of steps involved, but I think it is worth doing anyway. So I'm gonna just chop across the water here, straight to the village, straight to some, you know, hay bales or food of any type, and it'll be good. Also, glad I could get here for the first run of the day, am I right? Says David Solomano. Exactly. This is the first time we're doing it, so that's why I'm going to explain it. My goal is to do this as quickly as possible because I just love a little bit of Minecraft speedrunning. But I've got to concede. The moment I started the stream, a part of me is like, man, I want to be starting a new long-term, like do a silly, extra risky hardcore. I think I just have this like very strong bias in my head that's like, that's where you're having your most fun. When you think a warden might kill you and ruin your last 3 hours of work, that's just where my heart is at, you know? I don't know why that is that way, chat, but it is a thing I know about myself now. So I've got food covered, I've got a bucket, which is a really handy thing to have. I don't have enough iron until I kill the golem yet though, so I'm gonna have to do precisely that. If I kill the golem, then I've got everything I need to get the resin trims, and it'll be good. I just got here, so clearly it just started. Also, the flint and steel recipe is so silly. Wish we could combine random objects like that. Feather and cherry bow. You know, if you dive into Minecraft crafting recipes for long enough, you do ascend into madness. You have to at some point just say it is a fantasy game and nothing makes sense, and that's okay. I think it's every now and then, like, a developer tries to add some logic to the game, but unless there's gameplay to back up the logic, it ends up going very badly, is my usual understanding. Okay, so I'm just gonna make myself a sword, or maybe an axe. I'll make both, you know? Treat myself, go crazy, accidentally drop one of those on the ground instead of one of these. And now what we want to make is we want to make a sword, and we want to make an axe. I don't have the sticks for an axe, I don't think, and that's okay. I don't have the cobblestone for an axe, apparently. Let's go to your boy. So this time, I'm not going to let him jump on me, chat. Wait, actually, I'm going to do something really clever. Chat. Okay, look at this. This is the most genius thing I've ever done. Oh, no, it's not. I'm surprised I survived that. How did I die last time, chat? How did that... Does he do a random amount of damage? Anyway, I thought it was 4 blocks tall because I've been playing around with the Kree Kings. But that is not true in the slightest. So I think he's going to be trapped up there, chat. I think. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We worked it out. Kill the golem with no blocks required. Ooh, risky. Okay, so now we have to just eat. And immediately, we've got the resin stuff basically sorted. Let's go, and we've got even more food. So many seeds. I really don't need them. Let's go off to find some trims, and let's go off to find a pale garden. So again, superior render distance is such a life hack, basically. The reason it's been so hard for me to find a pale garden on my Let's Play world is partially because I'm worried about file size, but partially because Realms doesn't have as good of a render distance as, say, you know, a random world with 69 chunks. So let's see what's what and what's where. So there's a big forest over there. It's taiga. I don't think that's the right direction. I think this way of a regular forest is going to be better. But if we could get on top of a mountain, it would give me a much better vibe. If we find an ocean, we're going to look for shipwrecks. And got a new setup, by the way, so my microphone's on the wrong side. I've got to, like... It's kind of cool, like, when you rearrange furniture in a room, it feels like you've created a brand new room out of nowhere. And that's what I kind of feel like right now. Like, I'm in a whole new place. Got to do some productivity. Okay, wait. I think this is worth doing. I think this is a objectively good use of my blocks. Because I have an axe, and I can just use that to chop some more of this. I think by the time I've done all of this nonsense, I didn't ever make an axe. So no, that was a poor decision, chat. That was one of the worst decisions anyone has ever made. But it's okay. I have got more wood, and I can remove my problems later. So if I found some lava, that'd be really great too. Going to the Nether could be a great way to get some trims. And also a great way to find some more places. I kind of like the idea of getting myself a Woodland Mansion map as a way to find a Pale Garden. But I'm just so sure that with a render distance this high, I'm gonna find the Pale Garden by attrition. If I go to the top of a mountain, max out my render distance, I'll at least see a roof forest, right? Like, there's no way I don't see a roof forest. And then I just have to go there, max out the render distance. And I bet within 20 minutes, I find a Pale Garden, despite this being a random seed, chat. Again, there's a lot of hope in that. But there's a lot of hope in everything you do. You know, you hope that electricity's still going to work when you get home. A lot of people have to put a lot of work into that. But we just kind of assume. And our assumptions work. And so too shall mine. Let's jump in the water. There's a ruin portal down here. It's a shame ruin portals don't have trims. Would be convenient, that's for sure. Let's just slide in, grab the chest plate, grab this, grab the flint and steel. There's a pickaxe in there, but would be nice, but I'm out of here. I've got fire protection, which is perfect for an underwater portal. You should have bed clutched for content. You know, you're right, Doogie. Will someone think of the content? They should have an option for earth size and continents in Minecraft. I hate to bring this up, but Minecraft console had a biome size option, and it was loved. 80 to 95% of people don't use it, but anyone else who's feeling like, you know, a little bit of freshness in their world can. Like, I love a new challenge in a Minecraft world, and if the Minecraft world could be tweaked that way, would be pretty fun. Also, how's Storm Darach going for you guys? I think it's so, like, you really can't overstate how great living in the UK is, in terms of natural disasters, you know, like, and Greg's, I guess. But, like, in terms of, like, if you look at our, like, okay, so you always read, because we have a lot of US media, you learn, like, oh yeah, bears might kill you, or quicksand, or a volcano, or a hurricane, or a tornado, and you don't know which of those are real. I learned tornadoes are real shockingly recently. Like, you know, every now and then you see, like, a tornado warning center, and then, like, I spoke to some people recently, and they're, like, from North America, and they're like, yeah, a tornado hit our house, so it's gonna be, like, 100 grand of damage. And I'm like, well, that's a lot. That, I bet your insurance has to be high to cover the real chance of everyone on your house just having their house, everyone on your street, sorry, having their houses ruined. It's beyond crazy to me. In Ireland, it was crazy, says Big Lad. Who needs content when you have parasocial friends? Thank you, David Solomano. I would like to believe that's what we do here sometimes. I read a thing today that said you should have conversation. It was someone trying to give guides for, like, if you don't know how to talk, here's how you do it. And I thought it was a very endearing guide. But it said something, it did say one thing that I thought was interesting. It's like 80-20, deep versus shallow conversation. 20% of your time needs to be pleasantries and like, oh, how are you? What's going on? The other 20% needs to be like, so, you know, do you think we're significant in the universe? Like, do you think it all matters? When you die, what do you see? You gotta have those sorts of questions. Smattered in with it. And I realized, like, you know, I feel like instinctively I've been doing that, but now I want to, like, do it uninstinctively. Also, chat, I thought from up here, I would see some roof forest or something, but I do not. So the best direction is probably that one, just based on what I do see. And so oh, a jungle temple. Wow. Cool jungle temple. Very cool jungle temple. Let's go in. There's some trims in here. I've never done this before, chat. Do you want to go into the jungle temple from the bottom? I think it'd be a whole bunch of fun if we did. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so that's going to give me some air. Okay, where's the chest? Okay, we went on the wrong side. We have to go on this side, chat, if we want to get the chest. My bad. Messed this one up. Okay, so I'm stuck in swim mode right now for some reason. I can't unswim. That might kill me. Yeah, this might lead to my death if we don't solve this pronto. Just, you know, no pressure, Minecraft, but if you could unswim me, please, please, I beg you. What's wrong with this block? Okay. As you can see, very good timing from Minecraft. The secret to all good comedy. And there we go, jungle temple from underneath. You could do this anytime you wanted to, if you're brave enough. So no trims in here, but a bunch of bones, which will be potentially useful later. And that arrow could have just killed me. Oh, I'm going to stop triggering arrows if I think they might kill me. And then we go over here a few blocks until we get to this room. And then once we're in this room, 2 diamonds. Yeah. We are good and something. Should we grab the dispensers? I don't think so. I think we're great. Okay, out we go. Wonderful little find we had here. What else needs to be worked on? I think we're going to a roof forest, and we're doing that via the sea. We don't have an axe yet, but I can make myself an iron axe or something. I don't know. I'll work out the finer details later. For now, here it goes. Actually, let's make some more sticks. So sticks into... Should I treat myself to a gold axe? I should. I think I'm not going to use the gold for anything else today. So having super fast placement would be great. Then we're going to make ourselves a boat. And then I'm going to use this bed because I think being nighttime is going to hurt my vision. Whew. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you, Dasher. I am currently on day 1. I've got most of the essential ingredients. I mean, actually, I've got none of the essential ingredients, but I'm working my way towards the essential ingredients that I will need to defeat Minecraft. And by defeat, I mean get the resin and everything else. Was there a dust storm when you're in Vegas? Those are still really weird to me. No, that sounds horrific. So chat, today I've got myself a bubble tea mocktail. It was reduced down to 50p. And it's meant to be a virgin mojito, but bubble tea. Oh, wait, do these things have... No, they don't have any trims in these. They should, really. So we're going this way, hoping we see a shipwreck of any form. Shipwrecks have, like, the highest rate of armor trims in my experience. And I would like to get some. Also, do you think that if you're an animal that takes dust baths, a dust storm is like a rainstorm? You know what, David? Think about it this way. You're a human that takes the water equivalent of a dust bath. Do you feel clean after a... You know, when it's raining really heavily, we really should, like, take off our tops and all start showering. It would save a lot of water. Honestly, that's what I'm gonna next... I think I should start the revolution. Every time I get real wet, I'm like, man, this is... Why do I do this to myself willingly? Like, the getting dry part of a shower is so terrible. I'm just not a believer. I feel like there has to be some technology that can just instantly dry a body that we just haven't invented yet. Because the towel sucks, right? Can we take a second and say, is it true you get the £30 cape in the new event? We don't know what cape you're getting. You're going to get an office cape, is what they describe it as. Which I think is funny. Yeah, I have spoken a little bit, I don't know, I won't name the name, any names or anything, but I've spoken a little bit to someone at Mojang, and they gave me a really positive response about, like, yeah, actually the studio all agreed that the temporary boost in sales on this item are not worth the long-term devaluation of capes. I thought it was a really adult response. And I've been worried, chat. Today I've got a video about the lawsuit going out. And I just know, like, man, you're meant to have one opinion on some things, right? Also, do I want this guy? I mean, why not, right? I know there are, like, some things in the world where it's just like, no, there is one set of feelings, and this is what you're meant to say. But, like, after looking into it, I was like, I don't think I could do that. I don't think that's a way I can take this. Office cape, we're all getting the Mojang cape. It is funny, that is a way you could take that, right? You know, that's the way we should take it. Is going to the Nether gonna help me, dog? I don't think it will. If I don't have obsidian to come back with, and I only have 2 diamonds, so I can't make more obsidian. If I could use obsidian to get back to the overworld, I think it actually would be really smart for me to, like, make a couple Nether portals, look around in the overworld, and do it that way. In fact, yeah, if I could just get that 3rd diamond somehow, that's going to be the smartest way to find a pale garden. Because also in the Nether you can find trims. It's kind of unlikely, though. I think definitely overworld trims are going to take priority. Waiting till your video comes out so I can adopt the correct opinion on the lawsuit, says David Solimano. As we all know, so there's this thing called the Court of Public Opinion, and it's a legally binding court, and all of the world is beholden to it. Honestly, to some extent it is, and that's like a disaster for the world on some level. But yeah, I really respect the guy behind it. I think he's really talented. I just also think that, like, I think if you get frustrated at something, you start to make a bunch of, like, leaps and bounds, and you know, I feel like, you know, hopefully he's doing well. I saw in a video, because I did a bunch of research. I wanted to make sure, like, when you know, when you're going with the flow on something, one of the reasons it's so easy to go with the flow is you don't need to fact check anything. You should, but you don't need to, right? If I say, you know, cheesecake tastes great, no one's gonna, like, check up on my opinion and be like, oh, are you sure cheesecake tastes great, Toy Cat? Have you got a peer-reviewed study on that one? But if you come out there and say, like, you know what, actually, I think that, you know, I think that on balance, you know, Stalin killed as many people as the other bad dictator of the time, and we only praise him because we were meant to praise him because he was working with us to kill the other bad man. But really, he was a bad man and killed almost as many people himself. You say something like that, and it's like, ooh, what are you doing having that opinion over here? You know, actually, I think you'll find that this. So you need to, like, almost preempt your defense when you've got an unpopular opinion, which is an interesting thing, really, right? But it makes the world better if we, like, this is why. Have you ever heard the phrase "devil's advocate"? I'm sure you would have. As a lifetime contrarian, I'm always saying some variation of it. I haven't seen any trims or any pale garden yet, by the way. Passing iron makes me sad. I know, I just don't need it. I just don't need it. That seems crazy to say, that can be true, but it really is in this case. So if I go that way, I'll be able to cover a lot of blocks, probably in the wrong direction. There are a lot of people after World War II that wanted to take out Stalin while we were over there anyway. Yeah, I would love to know. Okay, I think this is one of the most compelling, like, alternate history things. Of, like, the only reason that we have peace is because of the, you know, like, we worked out, like, let's just be friends with this guy. Whereas other people are like, no, this is a big scare. This is like an empire taking over a vast amount of Europe. I think it would have been better for everyone involved in hindsight, you know, if, like, you go ahead and, like, deal with things at the same time. But I also think there's, like, a 10% chance that you get nuclear Armageddon. I think that's just the reality of, like, an alternate history. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. Don't burn yourself, whatever you do. So I need a lot of leather, by the way, or iron. Oh, I do need iron. Assuming I don't find a chest somewhere around here. But yeah, so I feel like there's a small chance of nuclear Armageddon, but otherwise it's better. Which is a bad stance to have, probably. But then, I think that, like, there's this problem in like the concept of brinkmanship, of like. Also, there's a shipwreck inside of that iceberg biome, and then there's a pillager outpost over there. We could get both those things done pretty easily because of the ice, and then boat off into the distance and find something that is not that. Anyway, so the thing about being a devil's advocate, right, is it's a thing invented by the church. You might be able to imagine based on the name, but it was invented by the church because it's in organizations. This concept of like yes men's really common. It's really easy to not be an inventive person. It's really easy to be, you know, NPC mode and just kind of turn off and say yeah. Like people get fired for being bad at their job, so you work out the easiest way possible to seem like you're doing your job well without doing your job well. Chat, have you ever seen this before? It is just a full-on plains village hanging out inside of a tiger biome. Oh, that's why. Okay. So I do need the iron, so I'm gonna kill you. Nothing personal. Just don't like the way your face looks. Actually, should we just dig down? Let's just dig down. It's safer down there. Oh! Wasn't expecting that. Is he gonna kill me from down here? I hope he doesn't. Is that a thing you can do? Is he up there? He's up there. We're fine. The Catholic Church had a church position called the Promoter of Faith, whose job was to find negative information on people the church wanted to canonize. Yeah, I think that is a cool concept too. You learn, like, this is accidentally the scientific method. You learn so much more in science by trying to disprove your theory than by trying to prove it. When you're trying to prove something you know, you're gonna find ways that it works. Because again, it's just easy to go with the flow on certain things. Whereas it's really hard to specifically say, nah, that can't be right, actually. That seems really dumb. You know, like it's a hard stance to have, but the correct stance in a lot of cases. And so you need to make it, a good society makes it easy to have opinions that go against the grain. Because the same thing can kind of happen there. And so that's what the church realized after a while, is like, you need to have someone whose job it is to say, okay, I know that we are the church and what we're doing is right, but let's have someone play the role of the devil, you know, like a soft speak, you know, like a, what's the word, like a smooth-tongued, someone who's just like, oh yes, this would be really good. What evil things could you get done by doing this, you know? By having someone play the alternate side, it's just, it's the more efficient way to do basically anything, I think, ultimately. Also, where is that pillager outpost? Am I imagining that there was one over here? I think I must have been imagining it, chat. Okay, there's the pillager outpost. We are good. We found it. That's the good news. Even in politics, the best critiques of the left come from the left and vice versa. Oh, no, I don't know if I agree with that. If I'm being honest, I think that is a part of the system where I think our political system actually is the opposite of what I'm saying. I think that when the left cannibalizes itself, the left doesn't do well. When the right cannibalizes itself, the right doesn't do well. You need people who are really good at uniting different sides, but they do so by removing, you know, like, if you think about it, it's fundamentally ridiculous that someone who believes there should be no government is on the same side as someone who thinks that the government also, should, you know, like, decide, you know, like, the rules for, I don't know, like, bathroom usage or, whatever dumb thing you're thinking about, right? Like, there are actual laws that mandate those things, and it's picked by the same people who go, yeah, I don't know that there should be any form of government. And on the other side, you've got, like, oh, yeah, there are people who believe that we should have slightly more government spending on key programs, and there are people who want to, again, entirely burn down the system to the ground and hand it back to the native people in the U.S. So this is not a good place to go at night without a shield. That's just not going to go well for me. I can see that now, and I think the only way to correct this information would be to probably go to sleep, because there's a lot of strays. I'm just going to die to a stray. That's how my night's going to go. Oh, chat. I just want the trims so I can make my resin. Okay. Sleep time. And then in the morning, eat time. Yeah, I think that you would probably, in theory, have a... you can argue that the two-party system, you know, like, or not two-party, the oppositional confrontational politics is great. Having an opposition is incredible for politics. Because in countries, you know, in one-party governments, you have this big problem where loyalty is the factor on which you get promoted. So how well you praise the chief executive of China, the party leader in China, how well you praise him is near enough analogous to, like, how good are you? Also, I'm just going to break my way in here. And I'm going to break my way out. If I hit the golem, I'm just dead. But, oh, okay. Let's hope we don't hit the golem. Okay, so we need to get the golem out. Please slide right out there. There you go. There we go. Unleash him. Now we're going to grab our crafting table. We're going to make a shield right now. It's just too valuable not to have in hardcore. And then we can just make a diamond sword, I guess. Like, I mean, what else am I going to do with these diamonds besides play pig step? I do want to play pig step, but I do think a diamond sword is just super cool to have. Boom, boom, boom. Now we just need to get in here. I was going to light the place on fire, but I think I'll just come in from underneath instead. Oh! Okay, so crouch. Where did the golem go? Is he just... Come on, golem. You have one job. I brought you out of the cage for a reason. No offense. Yeah, when you look at the divides that exist within a party, it's kind of crazy. Because they're usually within a party, it's kind of like, you know, like, just like China inside of the party. But the confrontational political system means, like, in general, you do pretty well. Like, one of the things that makes the opposition look really good is when they oppose a government policy and are right about it. Okay, so I think we're chill. We're just going to place some jungle planks in here, make it impossible to get back up. And then we're going to eat because we are starving out here, chat. And I'm going to crouch. Okay, okay. We're fine, we're fine. Okay, so, okay. We're chill, chat. We're really chill, let me tell you. Oh yeah, this is great. Just want my trims. Don't know about anything else. Perfect. So diamond swords, big improvement. Whew. Yeah, having a good opposition that, like, is there to genuinely, their job is to make you look bad. It's kind of good because, like, yeah, most of the time you go this. So having someone permanently being holding you to account is one of the reasons why the democracy works well, despite all of the things that people don't like about democracy. So I'm going to fly down here. There's an alley over there, but I don't think an alley is going to help me in the slightest. So I'm just going to get out, break the boat, and then probably kill this guy too. I think his existence does not benefit me as much as his iron would. He did great for me, but he can do better, let me tell you. Perfect. So that's some spare iron to make a set of armor. I can't believe I didn't get a trim from it, but we'll find a trim from this boat. I forgot how rare trims were, chat. I thought this would be in out 30 minutes. A single piercing illager could ruin this run. I don't think piercing goes through shields, does it? Yeah, I could see why you'd think it would, Isabel, but I think piercing is through enemies, not through shields. I hope it is. I mean, otherwise I'm dead, right? Will I mention it's even harder on Java because of the combat update? Yeah, it can be said for a lot of things, can't it? On Bedrock, also I want to get on this. I don't know why I'm running. I literally have the fast way across this biome. This exists for a reason. Let's use it. But yeah, it's I think it's the hardest thing to, like, implement because everyone wants to have a life where people just surround them and go, yeah, you're great. But yeah, I think critique is good, even for good ideas. You need critique to make them better, right? And that is a weird but important thing to know. So there's gonna be, man, this really looks like some, like, you know, mod or add-on style boat, doesn't it? So let's get into it. Grab the chest. Please have not just suspicious too. A leather cap will do great for me though. I'll take it if I'm here. Get rid of those, get rid of those. Take the helmet. And probably don't need all of that, so I'm just going to leave that there. Please give me a trim, chat. Hey, 2 trims. Okay, I've got 2 of my trims sorted now. I need 2 more to go, but that's easy to do. I could find 14 diamonds, which I'm not going to bank on. Maybe I'll even find more trims in here. No, great chest, though. Okay, I've got all the iron I need. I've got all the trims I need. It's just the biome now, I would say. And 2 more. No, I don't have all the trims. I've got 2 more trims, then the biome. Throw this in there. I know I'm wasting a smelt, but it's worth it. Then we're going to throw away this. And we're going to break the boat and just sail across this thing as fast as we can. Drink the stew, please. What if the stew is blindness? I like being able to see. I'm going to need to see real far if I'm going to see this pale garden. So, yeah, where's the trims counter? That's a good point. Chat, something I've wanted to do for a while. I want to collect all of the trims in, I think it'd be really fun, like, on a random seed, collect every single trim. Basically defeat every single structure, right? Hey!
Toy Cat is great.
Toy Cat is great. You know, David Solomano, you're a man after my own heart. I felt that for a while, and no one's been willing to say it. I'm glad we finally have someone here to, like, come in and say what we've all been thinking, but no one's been allowed to say out loud. Also, so now I've traveled about 1,000 blocks, which means if I look around, I'm going to see entirely new terrain, and some of that new terrain might be a pale garden, because I've got 69 chunks of render distance, which is about 70 times 16 is, off the top of my head, about 1,100 blocks. So I'll be able to see 1,100 blocks in every direction. I know that behind me I'm just going to see a ton of this. But from the top of one of these icebergs, I might just see... Oh, actually, wait. I see a forest there. So beyond the forest, what do we see, chat? Any pale gardens? You seeing anything? I'm believing. And sometimes people say seeing is believing. So we could just scroll along this, really, if we wanted to. Until we find a more appealing exit. Yeah, let's go for it. Didn't you already try to do that when the Trails and Tales update dropped? Yeah, but doing it and then making resin versions. That would be the fun twist, right? Getting a resin version of every trim. Put it on some armor. Get some armor stands out there for it. Be a real chill thing to do. See if you can put it off in 100 days. Because in the Trails and Tales, if you recall, I never found silence. I think that was the one that eluded me. So if I'd have to make a concerted attempt for silence first. That's why he keeps me around, says David Solomano. It is your free thinking that keeps me going. You know, honestly, I think there's a weird thing is sometimes it works well if the there's some positive feedback has very low value. If you say this is awesome, Toy Cat, and then you say this is awesome, Toy Cat, something that is worse, it's like, wait a minute, that's useful. Also, that's so cool. There's just a thing down there. But something I really do believe is like you can have. Okay, so grab some dirt. Just the easiest block to get rid of and use. Something I really believe is that you really do need to have like both forces to make something work. I think balance is such an important human. Like it comes up in literally every human philosophy at some point. Also, I'm gonna go to the top of that mountain. I see that's definitely a roof forest, right? Or am I just imagining roof forests everywhere now? I think I might be. Also, there weren't the trial chamber trims. Oh, I did do it earlier. Yeah, that's a good point. Silence is a see you next Tuesday to get. Yeah, on a random seed, we're gonna really struggle with silence. I'm fully willing to admit it's gonna be a hard time. But a lot of hard things are worth doing. Is that a roof forest, chat, or is that a taiga? There's so many types of trees ahead of me. None of them are a pale garden, though. Am I just throwing myself through needless agony to do this? Also, yeah, my mouse is actually focusing my window now, chat. I'm very happy that it is. So, what button do you have binded to select a block? I use up on my D-pad. This one right here. Any plans for Xmas, Toy Cat? Honestly, no. I've got to work it out. I think I might go to the pub. I think that's my Christmas. I've got a big family event on Boxing Day. I'm not sure I can give you any constructive criticism because I don't know how to do your job. It's difficult and unpredictable. Yeah, I think so what my point was, I think you actually can. One of the things that is surprisingly workable for YouTubers is if they have... Like, one of the reasons you get so many, like, mildly deranged YouTubers is if you think about the oppositional model where you need both positive and negative. I think a lot of the time the negative comes from the YouTuber. Like, I think I work best when I hate what I'm making because I make slightly better stuff. Also, Christmas at Spoons sounds like it slaps. I should search. Is Weatherspoons open on Christmas? Chat, what do you reckon? Here in Vegas, restaurants tend to do big prick speaks for holiday meals, partially because there are so many single people here. Do you think Vegas is a more single city than average, Dan? That's got to be something. That's got to be a usable piece of information. I don't know how, but it's got to be. Okay, so we are gonna go to bed. We are like halfway through the journey, except on that biome level, in which case we might be anywhere from 0 to 100%. Whew. Constructive criticism, Tokat can game, talk, and read chat consecutively, simultaneously. So close to reading that correctly. I'm happy to give negative feedback if you want. It does not necessarily have to be constructive. I think constructive, positive feedback is valuable too. Yeah, I do think it's the. I think a negative like headspace problem I have is I do have the instinct where I critique myself, but I reached a point a couple of years ago. To overshare with you, chat. We kind of entered a death spiral on YouTube. I don't know when it will end. I don't know if it will end. I think it could be like a more systemic. There is X amount of traffic in Minecraft space, but I think like some Minecraft channels can do well, which means like therefore, even if this is not my fault, it is my problem, and it is a solvable problem. But I used to be like, okay, so views are down. There is something I can do to fix this. You know, make a banger video. Just gotta really, produce a lot of them. There is always a solution. Is being the way. But now, like, I used to be like, okay, so what's the best thing I could make? What's wrong with what I'm making right now? Why aren't people liking it? Even if I wasn't right about the reason people aren't, liking it as much as, statistically they have before, I could at least, like, use it for something. Now I just look and I just despair. I'm like, okay, well, let's work out what the plan is. Should we do more streaming? Should we do more, second channel? Should we like plan a life where it's like slowly, and yeah, I think that's something I probably need to work on myself for. Is like, how do I look at something and work out what is better again? Maybe do some research voyages through YouTube or something. Okay, so I think if I go to that pillager outpost, I'll find some trips, chat. I think that's a very reasonable thought for me to have. Or we could go to that village over there. I don't see any sign of a pale garden from up here. I kind of see what might be a roof forest over there, though. Yeah, I think that's a roof forest. Let's go towards it. Constructive criticism. Dump your controller, get a new one. No, I think I've just gone off rechargeable batteries. Rechargeable batteries aren't meant to get that much lower in capacity over time. Mine sucks so bad. So bad, chat. I can't get over how bad my and I got one of these rechargeable battery backs that are meant to replace them. It just didn't work correctly. I have so I think I'm just gonna start using the disposable batteries. I don't love it, I'm not as much as I hate the environment. I feel like that's a loss for the environment, but it's a gain for my sanity. Like, I think it's literally every stream I use a controller, my controller disconnects on now. These trees look pale enough, let's call it a win. Yeah, pink is a pale color, right? If someone had pink skin, you'd be like, they are pale. But when it's a tree, we have a different standard. Seems silly to me. Seems very silly to me. Opinion on viralic vagueness. I have no idea what set of words you just said. I don't know how I could form an opinion. But yeah, sounds great to me. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, chat, is if we want to do all of the trims as a run, we have to start the ancient city. And if we don't find silence by day, like, 25, no matter what we found, we just have to start again. I think that sounds like insanity logic. But I think it means it's worth, like, spending the first 3 or 4 days. Let's, like, upgrade a pickaxe. Let's get it enchanted. Even if it's just unbreaking, but, like, ideally efficiency and unbreaking. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Like, race to enchant a pickaxe. How fast can I enchant a pickaxe and find an ancient city? Could it be the channel itself? Not sure if it's true. I've heard YouTube doesn't promote channels who has a... No, I do fully believe, you know, I might be wrong, but I'm a believer that is like, again, there's a fun issue of like, as YouTube channels age, so too does the content you expect from them. But it means that there is a there is a problem that needs to be solved. It's fun to like sink your teeth into a problem. It's just hard wise. What would you like to do after quit doing YouTube? Do it in a few years or 50 years? I think I watched a video about Roller Coaster Tycoon yesterday. It's by a really good channel called Ahoy. Maybe some of you have seen it. But it really struck a chord with me that in the 80s, video games used to be developed by like a guy, like a teenager in their bedroom to make a video game, and people would find that awesome, and they would play the video game and all this stuff. And also, I'm so ruined, chat. The rain ruins my vision. It's my one power I had. Now it's gone. Oh man, this is bad. But what can I do? The answer is nothing. I can't sleep till it's nighttime. What I can do is I can light this village on fire in rage. And then I can walk inside. And, ooh, an iron sword. That has no value to me. the iron helmet might have some value, but... Yeah, I won't take it. I think respiration will be nice. So we're just going to run towards this way, trying to find a pale oak. We're now 8,000 blocks from spawn without a pale oak, chat. Oh, this was not a bish bash bosh, get it done in half an hour. But yeah, I think inevitably any industry that becomes a success... Like, do you remember how YouTuber went from being that weird thing you couldn't admit you did? Or that you watched, even? Do you remember at one point YouTube was like a weird thing? There was a line in a show I've been watching Superstore. It was like, I think this is like 2020, 2019. They're like, oh, you're watching YouTube when you get home? Like, that's the thing adults do? And like, it seems so alien, that comment, right? But that was really how it was years ago. Especially like a TV show. Okay, will my vision come back if I'm in the Pale Guard? Oh, it does! Okay, being in the savannah, I can actually see what's around me. And that is a roof forest over there, is it? No, it's not. It's just some mushrooms. Oh, it is a roof forest. So, tell me if you see a Pale Garden, chat. I hope we do. And if we don't, I'm just not entirely prepared about what to do. With games engines like Godot and RPG Maker, there's a ton of stuff out there. So, like, making a game by yourself is possible now, but also it's not the norm, it's the exception. The majority of games that do well are made by multi-person studios. Even like making a server for a game, you know, as I learned today, is like a multi-person, expensive endeavor, right? And so I think the same thing will happen with YouTube channels because of the explosion. And it's kind of already started to happen. Like, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo has a YouTube channel. Do you think he runs that himself? Do you think he sits... Do you think he wakes up every day thinking, what YouTube video should I make today? No. He's worked out it is a form of social media that his brand can be attached to X amount of money. And I think the same thing is broadly true for what will happen to the platform in general. People will still like, you know, what you're going to start calling people like this channel, like indie creators, right? And I imagine that will also see like a ceiling in the odds of that. What happened in 2020 that changed the opinion of YouTube? Yep, couldn't say what it is. And Rastif, have you got an opinion on why people suddenly started respecting YouTube a bit more? Man, I can't get over. In the pandemic, we basically said, here is a law that says you have to watch Netflix, YouTube, and browse social media more. Like we just printed a ridiculous amount of money for Meta, Netflix, and Google, and I think it is one of the most interesting things. You know, like making it like, you know, like do your part by using some Netflix today. It's like a real campaign, right? silly though it sounds now. Ronaldo has a PR manager that plans everything YouTube for him. Yeah, exactly. That's like... But that also is not the point of YouTube, as people like me and you, again, the old people of YouTube would see it. If you get into YouTube now, it's like, oh yeah, it's just videos. It doesn't matter where the videos come from or anything like that. But also, do I have a dog still? That was an armadillo. Cute noise. The upcoming Tim Tom TikTok ban has something to do with it. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, I think, like, you know, it's one of those like drama situations to me. I don't use TikTok, and I don't live in a country where TikTok's going to be banned. It's interesting to see it happen, though, right? Like, I feel like that's, for better or for worse, it's the US taking off its, like, yeah, you know, China has to ban social media. You know, like, they're taking off there, letting people decide kind of thing. It means you have to use a VPN to watch TikTok inside the US. You have to pull a Dasher if you wanna watch people make questionable recipes and other things like that. And I think that is beyond fascinating. So there is a thing in here somewhere. Do I not have an axe? It's a gold axe. I just don't look at my hotbar for the gold axe, chat. Please give me some trims. Okay, not really trims, is it? Although there is a pillager outpost just there, right? Did I imagine it? Chat, are you... I imagined a pillager outpost. It's okay, I'm doing great otherwise. That's a weird noise. Interesting. Okay, day 4, chat. Today's gonna be great. Half of YouTube shorts I get AI voiced. Makes me think they're AI generated too. You know, I think the AI voice is probably more often than not AI generated. I think it's usually... I think it usually is like someone choosing to do that. Also, yeah, also, please don't pull me. sorry, I mean Dasher, the lawful citizen of the United States of America, or wherever is good. But, I mean, I guess we'll have to put one of those. Can you find a trim from the buried treasure? No, you can't, as best I know. Also, yeah, I cannot believe how long it takes to find one of these by just purely going for it. This is not a fun speedrun adventure at all, chat. I've gone 9,000 blocks almost. And that's like doing a zigzag. AI art isn't real art. That's like one of the biggest questions that humanity is facing right now. And it's a really easy one to jump on, right? Like, yeah, of course it's not. Like, the point of art is the human intent behind it. But then you're actually diving into the point of, is art there because an artist is making a point? Or is art what the end user understands from it? You know? Like, if you make bad art that no one enjoys, is that still making art? If an AI makes bad art that no one enjoys, is that still making art? Why not, you know? Like, like, more and more it's becoming, like, you know, vaguely acceptable to use AI art, because like, it sounds terrible, especially if you are an artist, or even if you just care about humans doing, you know, joy in their lives. But it sounds terrible and all. And I totally understand why. But I think it is, like, at some point, there's a fundamental question of values being asked that we just don't even know how to have it. I'm definitely in the Netherlands right now, as my location says. Ah, ik spreken de Nederlanden. Amsterdam. That's all I've got. That's my Dutch. I've had a wonderful trip going this way, chat. But the lack of pale gardens certainly starting to bring me down. I think that land over there is going to have some pale on it, chat. I think so. I feel it. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my bones. And the only way I could feel it more is if I was there in person. We need to have super speed boats. If only there was like a mob that could like swim in the ocean with you and make your boat go faster. If only, chat. If only there was a boat. Bubble tea, like pre-bubbled. It's never good, but this is the closest I think it's been to good. Had lime popping pearls, was great. Look at the time, it's waffle o'clock. If I didn't have Hulu open, that's what mine would say too. Togad's Dutch accent is almost as good. Oh, you want me to clean it? I'm sorry, Dan. My Star Trek is non-existent. I feel like I escaped the generation for Star Trek. Also, I voted for the Penguin. You should vote for Penguin. Seriously, the Penguin. Also, what brand is it? It doesn't say. Oh, it does actually. No, it doesn't. It just says Bubble Mocktail. It got reduced down to 50p. That's how you can tell it wasn't very good. I love the concept of reduced, chat. The idea that, like, yeah, if you're willing to have something that's a little bit close to expiry. Wait, actually, when did this expire? Oh, October 2024. If you're willing to have something that's a little bit close to expiry. October 2024? That can't be right. Anyway, you're willing to have something a little bit past expiry, and and in exchange, you get a great discount on it. A lot of people would otherwise be. Can you turn it around maybe so I can see the bottle? There you go. This is the one. I don't know if that's gonna help you. I'll leave it sitting by my camera. There you go. This is the Toy Cat stream now. You're covered. Toy Cat, how are you? Says Beth McNabb. Thank you for asking. I've had a very busy day today. I know I've mentioned it like a few times now. Okay, but the video I've been working on today, it was like one of those things, like I was like hours into it, just like, I need to get this right, I need to do that. I was just like going over and over and over again. But in a way that I thought was very enjoyable. I think it makes a better video that hopefully will be enjoyed more when people see it. So, bro, that's month old. You know, I think so many people are scared of out-of-date food, but that's why I get a discount though, right? There's this concept in society. So if you assume economics is true, which is a big if for a lot of people, sadly, but if you assume that the world which we live in has, you know, like, if you assume that money means things and that people do things based on rational behavior, then the worst thing you can be is an average human being. Like, it's the absolute worst way to live your life. Because whenever you're an average human being, you have to fight with every other human being when you want to buy something. And so you just pay the highest price. If you get what I'm saying there, right? Like, if there was only one house in the world, and everyone needs a house, right? Then whoever has the most money gets the house in a bidding system. But now imagine there's, you know, a number of houses equivalent to the number of people. There are some houses out there no one's going to want. And there are some houses that everyone wants. And now you understand the price, like, you know, like why living in central London in a giant manor with an underground car park costs you millions. And why living in a one-bedroom bungalow on a you know, like caravan park will cost you basically nothing. The relative value of something is basically determined by how many people want it or would be willing to spend, I guess, is the more accurate way to describe the actual factor. I just want to get in here, chat. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh no, no, it's not fine, chat. It's so not fine. Okay, how long do you think my shield is on it? Hey, Isabel! To get attacks. Also, Depth Strider on Neverite boots and Frostwalker on Leather boots, and vice versa. Yes. No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. If my shield breaks, it's just over for me, chat. It's just immediately over. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna eat, and I'm gonna try that again. The fire has been going well, which is good. That's what I really want to see. I'll tell you what I see. So I think Depth Strider on Neverite boots is the go-to. I think, honestly, yeah, Frostwalker makes more sense on leather boots because it's the more niche one. You'll be wearing the Neverite boots by default, so you want to have the good enchantments on by default. Ow, I had my shield up. What do you mean you're going to shoot through it? Okay, so I'm going to have to eat some more. And then I'm going to have to work out a way to get up there. I don't have any blocks of any description. You know, I might have to use the actual staircase in the building. It's gonna be embarrassing to come through here with my leg between my... Oh, no, I'm dead, chat. Oh, no. No, I'm dead. So you can see why hardcore is dangerous now. That was 8,000 blocks, 9,000 blocks from spawn. And I didn't find a single pale garden. That's ludicrous. I cannot believe how far you can travel and not find the biome. I kind of want to do a chunk base my seed. I want to see where the nearest pale garden was to see if I just like perfectly dodged it. So chunkbase.com. Find things. Okay. So the seed is 6440 3779 7009 1056 154. Okay, that's the seed, and we're going to search for Bedrock 121.50, and then we're going to type in the word, we're just going to type in pale garden. So the nearest pale garden on this seed was at -3,000, +2,000, but I went in, I think, in the positive direction. So the nearest pale garden in that direction was at 4,000, 7,000. I was actually really close. Wait, let me go back to my own stream. How close was I, chat? No, I was negative. I went past it. So I went negative. I should have found one at -3,000, -2,000. But I didn't, chat. So we'll just go that way for a little bit. In this direction. So do you remember this way? I'll see what I remember. I remember going towards this. I think I went that way first. I think that was my big mistake. I didn't see the shipwreck. So yeah, chat. All of that. Literally 50 minutes of searching with a high render distance. My point was going to be, it's not that rare. It is that rare. It's so rare. It's so rare that with 1,100 blocks in every direction, I still did not see any sign of it. And even right now that I know exactly which direction to head, and I'm flying through the sky, look how long it's going to take me. Kind of crazy, huh? Minecraft ceiling fan update. Turn the fan on when you sleep, says Noble Builds. So I think I'm going to do one more try, chat. And I'm going to do it as, it's one of my favorite things to do. I think I'm going to go raid some ancient cities. I'm going to go look for silence. And if we're successful, it will be the start of my resin silence trim collection goal. I think it would be super cool. That's what we're going to do. It's going to go great. So we're almost halfway there now, chat. So I remember coming here. Yeah, I was here, chat. I was so close. Okay. Get this, chat. If I'd have just continued going left, which was the direction I was already headed in, so confirm -4,000, -3,000. So if I just kept going this way, we'd be going great. I think your mistake was just doing your thing, says... I should have healed up fully. I do agree with that, actually. I was just worried the structure would burn down by the time I did. But if it burnt down, it'd be easy to deal with. So I crossed this biome, which was also a good call. And then... No, actually, none of this matches the map. But by the time we get to -4,000, -3,000, we'll be great. How would you rate the Garden Awakens from 1 to 10? It's a 5 out of 10 for me. I think it's, I think if I'm leveling with you about the Garden Awakens, it's really, really hyper-focused, small content to change a section of the roof forest. But I don't think that is the most compelling sales pitch for an update. I think by having it... I think that Mojang couldn't decide whether they wanted it to be a drop or an update. They're calling it a drop, but they're treating it like an update. I think, honestly, this is... I don't want to be too critical of this, but I'm going to just speak my mind on this. I think them calling it 1.20, 1.50 or 1.21.4 instead of just 1.22, like, what was the point in that? There's a whole bunch of confusion even now. And so that's, and like, you could argue that benefits them, but it's like, for marketing, that's the worst. When no one even knows what the update is called. We know it's the Garden Awakens, right? Because we follow Minecraft news and we keep up to date with the updates. but how many people like us are there? So chat, this is where I should have gone. Oh, there it is. There it is. If I'd have just seen that far. That's the Pale Garden. It would have taken that long for me to get to one. Wait, are we late? Did you already get it? Yeah, we did it. Look, we found the Pale Garden. So then I would have had to get some trims. Which I don't know where I would have found them, to be honest with you. So, it would have taken me some time even if I found this place. But yeah, you need to know exactly the direction to head. I can see why... so that's one of my... I think that's one of the things that will make this update much more fun in the future than now. I think as an update for right now, it's a bummer because it relies on a very rare biome and everything ties into the biome and it makes a new block, but the block's hard to get in large quantities. I think it's an update that people will love a lot more looking back. It's just a bold move to make one of those first time. I feel like the Trial Chambers is a similar thing. I think the Trial Chambers are so cool, but also I see why. Look, there's always a Trial Chamber below you. I love it. Even though I think the Trial Chambers are so cool, I can also entirely concede, like, yeah, but, you know, for its really hyper-focused update into one particular piece of content, I think the mace should be a cool enough reason for people to love it, but they had to nerf the mace because people started being, you know, I think that my overall stance on this is that people be silly. So, okay, now we're going to jump back into a brand new world chat. I'm going to... How fast can I get silence trim? Can I get all trims? Okay, I'm going to go all resin trims, maybe. There we go, nice and simple. So my goal is, within 100 days, chat, 100 D1, I'm fully willing to accept that I'm not going to find silence on my first try necessarily, but I want to believe that I will. Chat, you're about to witness the start of a brand new world that will last for a very long time. Also, should there be an in-game way to buy biomes? What would that look like? I like the maps that you could buy from villagers. Sorry, I'm tired, chat. I didn't realize I was tired. I had this realization through like a workout I did recently too. Is being tired normal? How do I get more energy, chat? I feel like I slept pretty well. I got like a good 8 hours in. Do I sleep more? Do I do more things that aren't sleep? What's the solution? How many times have we heard this? Play safer. The longest time. I'm gonna quickly take a second. See, like I've got a window just over here, chat. I can talk to you so much easier. Hey, thank you. I don't know who I'm thanking yet. Connor! I love how rare the biome is. I wish the cherry blossoms were as rare as them. I think the cherry blossoms are in a real nice sweet spot where they're everywhere when you're not looking for them, sure. But when you are looking for them, you find them within reasonable time frames. I think that I would have made them a little bit more common. If I'm the best way to do Minecraft content, they can't do it this way. Should be the first week something comes out, it's more common, and then after that, it's not. That would be the ideal way, and I understand why it can't be that way. I'm going to quickly check up on my video chat. See how things are going with it. I'm excited to see. Things going well. Okay. If I'm tired after sleeping 8 hours, that usually means my cancer is acting up. You know, Johnny Blaze? Also, don't play Trackmania at night. Don't tell me not to play Trackmania at night. I'd rather die. I'm always tired, then again I have 2 kids, possibly black mold. You know, thank you everyone in chat. It could be worse. I could have black mold, cancer, or children. Okay, let's do this. Brand new Minecraft world, 100 days. It's gonna go great. Ooh, let's go. Let's do it. I'm about to start. Wait, I want to plug in my controller first. Or fix it, or whatever. Let me just replace my batteries for the 15th millionth time. Did I select hardcore? I feel like I might not have. Yeah, I feel like there's a real chance I forgot to select hardcore. Okay, so chat, what are we going to do when we spawn in? We can see it. We haven't started the timer yet, though. Oh no. Only starts when we start moving. Although you could argue the 100 days have started, which is bad. Okay, wake me up before I go, because I see a great biome. No. I do see a... Honestly, I do like this spawn. I can immediately get some stone. I can immediately get some pig. I would think I would like to get some better armor than pig, but we'll make it work. Hi, Toy Cat and Toy Chat. Hope you're doing... I was here watching, but I'm eating now. Now I can be annoying in chat. Man, I love eating and watching a bit of content in the world. It's the best feeling. Like, think about it. In the... Literally 500 years ago, you'd have to be a king to be able to, like, you know, eat some food and have, like, a, you know, medieval jester in front of you. Talk to you about how, like, oh, wow, isn't it crazy how, you know, like, this works? You know, if your medieval jester didn't know about the topic you wanted to hear about, you couldn't have it. But you can jump on a Minecraft stream and have Toycat talk to you about what it means to be alive. Incredible, if you ask me. Okay, real good start to a world. First minute, we've got a crafting table, which means very shortly afterwards, we can have more than a crafting table. I'm going to go immediately look for a mountain. I saw a cherry grove a second ago. That's a good sign. I'm going to go look under that mountain and see if there's any sign of a deep dock. And if there is, head first, chat. I don't care about sleeping because we're specifically trying to avoid going through too many days. And so let's jump right in. Toycat is a medieval jester confirmed. I'm the equivalent, right? Think it. I'm here like, let me tell you about the economy. You know, it's a thing like that. Oh, I never finished my point. So the point about I was trying to say is, you should always have unique tastes because the fewer people who are competing with you, the lower price your things will cost. It's the way you maximize total human happiness is by having unique tastes. Because otherwise, anything you buy, anything you want, or anything you consume is something that someone else could have consumed but now cannot. Whereas if you exclusively have unique and bizarre tastes, then anything you buy is not taking out the human supply. You could argue it's adding to the human supply because someone now needs to cater to your weird tastes. Actually, you'd also argue by buying the most generic thing possible, you make it the easiest possible for the world to cater to your tastes. You know, without standard people, maybe everything would be a bit more expensive because it would have to be specialized. You know, that's something I didn't consider till just now. But what I also haven't considered is how 2 iron is not enough to make a pickaxe. I'm going to go just straight down. I'm just going to mine all the blocks on the way in. And I think I'm going to set up a furnace the moment I get there. Oh, that was so perfect, that block full. Not even hitting a thing. We're just going to set up a furnace and immediately throw the pork chops in there with a coal. I don't know, just start things moving while we mine some of this iron. Because getting your hands on iron is easy later, but having an iron pickaxe or 2 now means I can pick up some diamonds now. I don't know if this cave actually goes to deep dock. I'm just kind of assuming that it does. Which might prove to be a poor assumption. I'm willing to concede. But, yeah, it has to, chat. We're below the meadow. It looks like it's going deeper. I think this is going in my favor. So we'll break that block so we have an easy way down and across. And then I'll just sit next to my iron. Oh, I didn't put it in yet. Sit next to my iron, just slowly breaking. Getting some extra blocks to play around with. These will be handy, and I will use them. Then we'll grab this piece of iron. Maybe there's another one below it. If there's not, run into this cave. Make myself a torch. I did not bring enough wood down. That is what doomed me last time, chat. But as long as I bring my crafting table everywhere, we'll do great. Merry Streamers! By the way, everybody, how are you doing today? Okay. Got myself a zombie to kill. And we're good. So now we're going to break the crafting table. Maybe break the furnace too. It's about to run out. And then we're going to go do a torch run down there and see what happens to me. Speaking of happening to me, Merry Streamers, Smurfbite. Man, Smurfbite. It's so cool to see a long-term name over here. Merry Streamers to you. Merry Streamers to you. Merry Streamers. Merry Streamers. Merry Streamers. Oh, God. I think making that shield first. Probably going to be something good for my longevity. I wish I had a bit more coal and a few more sticks. I think that's a regret that I have, but not easily fixable. If we pick up some extra iron, we can use it to make some armor, which is good, though. So let's just eat one of these, and let's go into the part of the cave that looks like it's going to go the lowest. I think right now that's over here, so let's just sneak our way past. So that's a creeper. That'll buy me some time. Or some explosion, I guess. Then we're going to jump into this water. And we're going to see if there's any sign. Hey, diamonds! Okay. So that's definitely what's getting made first, chat. I have to be very careful about how I deal with this skeleton that's chasing me. But I think I've just about got it. Okay, make a shield right now. Put the shield on. I'm now safe. Yeah, hurt me all you like. You're just going to hurt yourself. Okay, then we are basically dead. But if we can just make a few more sticks. It's my last little thing. I can make an iron pickaxe. I am desperately low on iron. So even if this is a great deep dark cave, we can't use it. We're just having a diamond or something. Oh, 2 diamonds. Having 2 diamonds is going to be wonderful. I can use them to make something or other. I'm going to eat the second one of these, but we had deeper down. Again, we're looking for deep, dark biome, chat. We would like to find some, and I'm going to just get knocked off if I'm not careful. Oh! Didn't love it. Didn't have a lot of choice. There's lava here, actually, which I left my crafting table. Oof. It'll be really handy to have. Nanny says, going to the bathroom. Just wanted you to know that. Thank you for letting me know, Nanny. I was getting worried, but now I know that you're just in the bathroom. Feel a lot better about your disappearance. Thank you very much. And just a reminder to anyone, you can tip any message and it shows up on the screen. And that is a great power you have. But there's no obligation to use it wisely. No obligation whatsoever. Oh, no. Okay. So, now we are going to this side of the cave. It's very nice over here. Very, very lovely. Oh, deep dark. Wow. Okay, so we're just going to take a peek. There's a very small chance, but not impossible chance, not impossibly small, that this just magically leads me right into an ancient city. And ancient cities have wood. So I do need to be in one of those anyway, right? So, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. So, what do you see around here, chat? I see a lot of things. I have to cook up my stuff now, right? There's no real opportunity to avoid that, because I need food quite desperately. I'm just going to place a torch over here. And I have 2 sticks left. I think the easy way to decide is I'm going to look around, look for any sign of an ancient city. And if I don't find one, I'll go up to the surface. Knowing that there is deep dark down here means an ancient city can be found. And the last time I did this, I realized it was easier found through a different hole anyway. So that might be the same over here. Oh, I need to get my food and switch that out. Thank you, Daddy! Where's your nanny gone? Daddy, where has nanny gone? I do not know where your nanny has gone. Or where my nanny has gone, perhaps. The comment is suggesting. Maybe she just doesn't love you anymore. Maybe she would prefer anything to the sight of seeing you any longer. Entirely possible. So that's a Skulk Shrieker over there. I'm going to just keep my distance from it. If we can. Because, again, we have a warning. There is a warning system. You do eventually use it up. Yeah, I don't think this is leading to an ancient city. I'm looking at it, chat. I'm just seeing a bunch of blue. Not a whole bunch more. It's been chilling here, but we'll bounce. We'll grab our iron, and then we'll throw the wooden pickaxe in here if it comes to it. Doesn't seem to come to it. We're good. Hey, perfect. Actually, it did come to it, but we're good. Either way. Okay, so this was a nice little trip, chat. I came down, I found some things, and now we're just going to head back out. On the way out, I'm going to check every little nook and cranny to see if there's any sign of an ancient city. Because you sometimes do just find it at the end of one of these. And so it is worth a look. But if the look leads to nothing, the look leads to nothing, you know? If we're willing to accept that, we'll probably do much better than if we start mining around anyway. Yeah, I don't think this is leading to an ancient city. Should I keep going, chat? Or should I just... I'm going to back out. If I can. Seems it's tricky to do. It's very dark in here. So I'm going to go get some sticks. I'm going to go get some coal. I'm going to live a wonderful life down here. So it does seem also... I think I came in through here, maybe? Yeah, it's so easy to get lost in a cave. Oh! So easy to get lost in a cave. Perfect. Did not happen to me, though. So there is some more iron we can grab. but I am on team get out of here as fast as we reasonably can right now. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, do you know the age of your viewers, says Unperrier? Only if they reveal them to me. Even then, like, can I trust your self-declared ages? You know? What if you lie to make yourself... Ah, no! Whoa! Is that dead anyway, chat? I think I have to eat. I think it's dead. What? What? How did he do that? How did I die, chat? Let's go back into the world. Was there an ancient city? What happened? I'm 13, says Xavier. Wow, 13 and training to be a lawyer. Very impressed. You know, I am at the age now. I was thinking about it today, chat. If I could voluntarily lose like 15 years of my life, I think I would take it right now. I think there are also what? I did not see this cave. Oh no, this is the cave I did see. Sorry, I'm gonna take back my outrage. Was there an ancient city below all of it that I would have found if I'd have found the right cave to go into? The answer. Actually, this is the cave I was in. This is another cave I would have found. It wouldn't have led me to an ancient city though. Yeah, you just don't know, do you? I guess I could just keep checking any one of these until I happen to find the right mountain. Yeah, it's not a bad system. Like, you know that eventually there'll be a pathway into a mountain. But then doing this repeatedly for so many ancient cities, that's why you need to get the enchanted pickaxe after Ancient City 1. Ancient City 1, oh, there we go. So there was one all the way over here, chat. Look how far away that was by comparison. But there was one, and so was there an easy set of pathways you could have followed into here? You wouldn't have seen it from the outside. You'd have had to follow... This is your best bet. You follow this cave down, and then you look down and there's an ancient city there. So that's useful to see. And this cave would have taken me up to here. And from up to here, it would have gone over here. So yeah, you just follow caves down, and eventually they lead you to the ancient city. Maybe, or maybe they don't. That's the system we got here. And this one would have been below a mountain too. So yeah, when you're below a mountain, that'll work for you, I guess. Oh, there's a pale garden right here. Wow, chat, look at that. Look how ridiculous that is. My first time, I didn't even know it was there. It's so close to spawn. There's just a pale garden. 3 pale gardens hanging out. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss, says Nanny. You know what? What you've missed is a deep deconstruction of your character. Go up to see what's above for the future reference. Yeah, I think that's a useful thing to get from it. Okay, 100D2. Let's do it. Brand new world, brand new ancient city. We're about to take down. Let's go. I am ready. Are you ready, chat? I hope you're ready. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to restart that timer, obviously. Oh, right now. And then we're going to see if we can find an ancient city. So first things first is always going to be make a wooden pickaxe. If there's any beef that needs to be squashed, it's good to have it. And I think in this biome, it's worth looking for a village. I think that's going to be my first target. I don't expect to find a mountain right away. It'd be nice if I did, and I think it's possible. I'm just not expecting it. So we'll climb up to the top here and see if that... You see that wind? Oh, it's my window. Minecraft's got some cool sounds. Yeah, chat, it's because of the storm. It's the first days of the year where my office is like slightly cold. I've been wearing a suit all day though to warm up, so it's been nice and warm. In your last like 19 streams, you've utterly failed. I'm going to do thing in hardcore. Is there a lesson to take from this? No, there is no lesson to take from this, Dan. I do definitely think that is why I need to like stick to a goal. But also, I feel like I have so much more fun when I'm playing it recklessly. That is the danger. Is do you decide fun or achievement is more important? I think maybe I'll make myself more hot chocolate. Life is better with hot chocolate. If you like hot and you like chocolate, you should make hot chocolate. That's the easiest way to decide for yourself, Dasher. The main screen background looks good. Yeah, I really love the new panorama too. I think it looks great. So, yeah, no sign of a mountain. There's a little cave here, but the cave's not going to lead to anything. It could be worth jumping into anyway, but we're going to jump in a cave where we're going. We can take a tiny peek just on the tiny off chance there's an ancient city. But I know where the ancient city is going to be. Biggest lesson? Greed more. Exactly. More greed. More insanity, more fun. Someone needs to do these types of runs. Someone needs to have that insane luck happen to them. And you get insane luck by doing insane rerolls, chat. So, this cave leads nowhere. Good to know. I am going to run out of food if I keep running and don't find anything. That's a risk. I could go in the ocean. There's always food in the ocean. And you don't even need it because rowing boats does not use any hunger. Hardcore might not be a game mode for you. Oh no, it's a much better game mode for me. Hardcore makes it feel so much better when you survive. The rush you get when you go into a dangerous situation and get out of it. So good. Such a good feeling. Better than a hot chocolate dasher by a substantial amount. Okay, if you play the game super aggressively and have infinite attempts, you're bound to get it eventually. Thank you, Foppy Poof. That's the exact correct way to see it. It's snowing outside. Perfect time for me on the weekends, says Nicholas Gamer. That could be sarcasm. A part of me's like, back when I, my whole, middle school experience was every winter being like, I would open the windows and be like, please snow, please snow, please snow. Ah, it didn't snow. Like, every day, I would wake up and I would immediately open the window. It'd be the thing that got me out of bed. Is like, maybe today, this day belongs to me. Maybe this day isn't the government's anymore. Maybe it's my day. Also, really, I might try hardcore then. Yeah, you get the right run. It's better than anything else you've ever tried. By such an amount. Oh, I'm out of food, chat. I guess that means this cow is dying. Okay. Easy peasy. That's food. It's actually it's a bit of a pain actually I'm gonna cook it up now. Yeah, it's a real pain having to cook up food. What am I gonna do about that? I'm gonna eat one raw beef. Gonna sprint across. We're gonna see what we can. Hey Toycat, you had to customize your character? I'm not anymore. Snow days as kids were the best, but also it was the 90s, so no internet. Yeah, I'm actually, that's an interesting point. Do they make you do Zoom on school on snow days now? Are they trying to rob the joy from you now? Oh, that'd be terrible. I'm like worried. I'm feeling bad things about that instinctively, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, that seems... That's you know, walk school in knee-deep snow because you were told you had to, only for your friends to be the only students in the building. Yeah, what would happen is, like, if it got too cold even, the school, like, whenever it went, like, below 0, you know, like, if it's, like, -3 overnight, you'd go to the radio and you'd listen to the schools that had cancelled. I do always wonder what would happen if you showed up, though. It was one of my big fears, because I used to walk, like, a long way, is what happens if you walk to school, and you get there, and then there's no school. That was, like... I still have this recurring dream chat that I go to school, and I forgot to get dressed, and so I'm just there in a towel, and everyone's like, you can't be wearing a towel here! What are you doing? And they're, like, yelling at me, and I'm like, what do you want me to do about the situation? So, yeah, it's to this day. One of my big Diluted Dante. Any plans to play ultra hard survival scorched on hardcore this streamers? That's a fun idea. Should we do it? We can jump into it right now. Can you add hardcore to it, chat? I actually don't know how like that works. It's been so long since I played it. I think it would be cool to like play it. You know what? Should we? I'm having a rough time, chat. My like Your school was cancelled at -1. Mine got cancelled at -20. Yeah, the heating system won't work at the school, and then it would be unsafe to bring people in. Tao stream today, lol. Yeah, you know what, chat? I am so easily bought and paid for. £1.11 is enough for me to change my entire stream. Let's do it. Something went wrong. That's fine. So this is Scorched. I have to buy this myself, by the way. This is the funny thing. If I want to play my own map, I do have to give me money. Here's what it looks like, by the way. Are you allowed to use like RTX screenshots? Do you think they have more? Do you think they have more reviews than me? No, 69 reviews. How many do I have on? Yeah, 417. Nice. So this is my first ever map that I made, and it's been years since I played it. I'm excited. Let's do it in hardcore. Such a kind school. Mine did not care for our health at all. Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's caring more like the parents will jump in and get mad at them. Okay, so this is cool. You can now play the ultra hard maps in hardcore. I never even considered that. Super cool looking, actually. Let's jump into it. So it's been years since I remembered how to do this, but the whole point of this map is that it is a challenge. The map is meant to be saying F you at every single point. And also, this was during my Desert Temple phase. So, there's a bunch of customized Desert Temples. I think that one over there looks so cool, but there's a bunch of, like, extra temple-y Desert Temples around. So you have to make the 4 sand into sandstone. Yeah, craft me. And then why is the crying obsidian here? Is it to tell you you're going to cry? And then there's good luck fighting. Okay, well, this is a good map. So we're going to put this on our head. That's fun. I've got... Maybe I don't use the... Yeah, well, it's telling me to craft the sandstone so I can get over that. Right, handy. So I learned, this is one of those things, Dan Rob's props helped out, or sorry, not helped out. Dan Rob's props played this map, and he taught me something I didn't know, which is like a way to cheese getting between the islands. So yeah, we use the sand, we break a bunch of it with our fist, until we get some sandstone, and then we use that sandstone to get over here. We've got 6 sandstone. We're going to need a lot more sandstone, huh? We could use the dirt, but then the dirt's going to be permanently moved, and I assume if there's 4 pieces of it, there's some significance in that. So how much should we go for? Like 12 pieces? Yeah, we'll go for like 12-ish pieces. Take past Toy Cat, making yourself laugh. It's okay when it's past Toy Cat. It's a good sign though, really, right? If it can make current me laugh, it's great. Timer's still going from the previous run. Thank you. I'll make it for this now if we want to. Let's just have people question if they come in here. Why is there a timer running? Yeah, also Pariah Carry, very fun name. Okay, so we're gonna make one more block of this, and we're gonna see how far this will get us. So cut sandstone is 4, regular sandstone is 4. There's no way around that. But we can go. Oh, we probably should use the wood as our starting point, right? Oh, we could craft the wood into slabs. Probably. Yeah, that's what we... But then why are the crafting tables there? You know, we'll break the wood. We'll make this into 26 slabs. And then no problem whatsoever. I'll maybe have to use one just there to guarantee I get this wood plank. You make slabs. Yeah, the wood is... This is good. You should maybe forget about Dan Rob's props. I used to watch my bunch. See? It's a real thing, Days. Some people are like, no, I know exactly what I'm watching. And then you're like, oh no, there's this person I would love to watch, but I just don't get reminded of their existence anymore. Does this one say craft me? It's not, it's just sandstone. Okay, so I was way underdoing it with 12. It looks like 24 is like the exact right number, more or less. Let's jump onto it. Tropical fish. Why was I so ridiculously on fire just then? 2 saplings and a bone. Okay, so it's like Skyblock. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Chat, is it over before it begins? Oh. It's over before. Okay, try this on hardcore, I guess. Have yourself a bit of fun. So this is... Oh! Spectate just put me back into... Wait, what? Have you ever seen spectator mode do this? I'm just a full-size toy cat body. I guess because this map might have been last updated before spectator mode was added. That'd be my best guess as to why it's doing this. So yeah, there's all sorts of fun, goofy challenges around of Zoglins and... But the point is you go to each island, you get the stuff. Use the fish to put out the fire again. And every single one of these... I remember making like a devious little challenge. So this one, it's just a big hole you fall into above the void. This is a very silly void too. Man, it was such a good time making this map. It was such an old, like, this is like that old-timey way of making maps that you can't do anymore. Again, because now map making is done by teams and it's done like in various commercial ways. But it was such a cool thing. Making this map like out of a custom super flat with these like little hanging structures. I had this really fun, if you want to hear a story chat. At the time, Minecraft were really vague about their requirements for submitting things. And so they said something like, okay, you've used too many basic Minecraft structures. We can't publish this map. Even though I feel like, you know, is this really a fossil, you know? But because I loved remixing Minecraft structures. I'm sure you know I do to this day. So they're like, what counts as a unique build is something that's 300 by 300 blocks. And so this is the monstrosity that I made solely to meet those obligations. And it is a wild time, let me tell you. I think I could make something much better now with Editor. Oh! I forgot about this, chat. This is beautiful. Is it a replica? Oh. You turned her against me. You've done that yourself. You've turned her... What is this world? I cannot... what do we have over here, too? Collect all colors of 16 colors of concrete isn't the end. This map is designed so everyone should complete it. But hidden around the map are 13 music discs. So cool. Sorry, I think I might have done a big spoiler on stream. When did this release? 2020? Yeah, I think it was 2020. It is a delightful... This is... there we go. I use this as a... I use that to guide people. Because this one would take you nowhere. You could probably use the big glowing obsidian as the guide. As to how to get through all of this. Oh, then it's being lavaed on, so maybe that's not so handy. Yeah, what a... Although I guess maybe that Let's Play house isn't the exit. It's just a thing we built in here. What a delight this whole thing is. What's this one say? There was no reason to come here, lol. Turn around. Was I just trying to trick people to think there's an exit with this? Man, I spent far too long being a little devious. It's over Anakin. I have the high ground. Oh, I forgot about this one too. This so like you can tell, chat. I was really goofing around with like making custom structures for things. Like I love this. Look at this island here. So one of my favorite oh, there's a barrel in there. One of my favorite Super Mario levels. You jump into the volcano. So my little twist on that is I have this old Xbox 360 well, which takes you down below. Oh no, it doesn't. There's a boy trapped on the bottom of the well. Never mind. You'd be so boned if you went down here without blocks to get back out. I love how many random sources of doom there are. So this is right here, chat. It's a combination of a dungeon, a monster room, and a witch hut. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. I had so much fun designing this. I remember making it in an airport. Like I remember like working on a build in an airport. I think it was the volcano over there. Are you in the process of making another map right now that you can spoil? No, we're working on add-ons now. I think that making maps is fun. But again, people liked what people like a lot more is Ultra Flat did better than Ultra Hardcore by quite a bit. And I think that people would probably like the add-ons more. We're going to test it, I think. maybe you could combine the 4 sand, the 4 gravel, and the dye. It's so fun. Okay, you know what? This is great, chat. I'm glad we had a little opportunity for me to relive some nostalgia here on the stream. Ultra Hard Survival is a little special place, the start of, like, making maps. And this was basically made entirely, with very few exceptions, by Deshi. This is made by me. I think the prequel memes are from him and quite a few other little nice bits here. But yeah, and also all the packaging. I don't want to, like, pretend like you can actually get a map to the market by yourself without a great deal of work. But I do want to say that, like, oh, sir, if you were expecting some cool lore, this map has one piece. It will explain why it's all covered in lava. I think I know what the reason is. Yeah, I think this map is so cool. But again, I think I want to work on, like, things that work better as easy to see challenges. For the rest of the stream, Toycat plays the Portal mod that has its own Steam page. So, yeah, there's a lot I want to do, chat. But tomorrow, we're going to do a fun pay-to-win Minecraft stream. There's a chance it'll be pay-to-comment. Not pay-to-comment. Sorry, that's dumb. Comment-to-win Minecraft stream. There's a really fun mod. There's a really fun Java mod I found that lets chat do weird things to the game. It works with YouTube, so I might give that a little test. And then there's a pay-to-win stream I want to do. And then on Monday, we've got something fun coming up. Because guess what? This is starting. Yeah, the Eerie event is coming. This is going to be a lot of fun, I reckon. Thank you, everyone, for coming along today. Streamless is still going strong. And thank you for everyone's contributions in your time, your effort. I mean, also your money. I mean, for Diluted Dante. Watching you play this a day after watching original video is fun. You did not last anywhere near as long as today. Volcano was an airport build, you said in the first vid. Volcano was an airport build? Oh, the one, yeah. You remember the airport build? It's cool. So, in 1 day and 20 hours, we'll be streaming. And then in probably just 20 hours, we'll be streaming too. I'll send you over to the Monday video, though, just because that's going to be the easy one to set up. So, let's do that now. Okay, so let's... Eerie... So, this is called the Eerie Office Mojang Party. Challenge guide. Live. Hardcore. Okay, I'm streaming. I'm streaming every day in December. I'm gonna find a nice little fun thing for this. So, Eerie Mojang Office Party. What does that look like? I mean, we've got just this image right here, I think, for right now. It's a nice little image, actually, isn't it? Okay, the Eerie Mojang Office Party is... Huh, interesting. I think I'm just going to use this image here, then. If it's hanging out on the screen anyway, we'll grab it, and we'll just throw that onto our live stream. So, all the way down here, we got it. We'll just set that for now. And we'll set it for Monday at... What time on Monday would it be? So if it's in 1 day and 20 hours and 45 minutes, that means it's Monday at 10 p.m. minus 4 hours. So 6 p.m. on Monday. Okay, sounds good. 6 p.m. Monday. I'll redirect you there now, chat. Oh, by the way, Nanny, have my money. Please don't spend it all in one place. You know what, Nanny? I think I'm going to. Who's going to stop me? I'll spend it all on a... Like, what's the opposite of a penny sweet? A pound sweet? A £3 sweet. So yeah, chat. I'm going to be working a little bit on Seed Sunday tonight. And then we're going to be doing some fun stuff tomorrow. It's a very busy schedule. I think I need to, like... I'm in this mode where, like, every day, like, from when I wake up to, like, a couple hours before I sleep, I'm working on videos. It's been very hectic. I think I need to stop that at some point soon. I think I'm like... Today I'm like, oh... Yeah, you have too many days without a break, and things start to break a little bit. Thank you for coming along, though. I've had a great time, but all great times come to an end. And this is a good day because it's nighttime. Did I redirect to the right stream? No, I'm not redirecting to the right stream. Wait, instead of showing me my own... I'm so confused. Oh, I know what's happening. Okay. So, we go over here. I hit the wrong stream to edit. Made a mistake. I edit videos while I fall asleep and I wake up to finish editing them. Oh, you do editing, Cocktail You Drop? That's fun. What brings you to the live streams? How do you find them? You liking it here? Is it good? Make you want to watch more streams? Is there a type of stream where you're like, yeah,